right. Good afternoon, all. Welcome to Philly Fight World. We are live. We're going to start it off just like this. I'm here, Rasul Salam. I'm here with my co-founder, Shaheed. We have special guests, Philly's own, Grandy twins with their father, the great Danny Grand. How you doing, brothers? How you doing?
Good, man.
That's good, man. It's good to have y'all, man. It's good to have y'all on here, man. I'm excited. This has been a long time coming. For those who don't know, Philly Fight World was founded by myself, brother Shaheed over here. I came up with the idea, and he was the first person I came to, being though that he was in boxing, and being though I was a big fan of boxing. And I talked to him about it, started this channel, and we could do it. So this is just a continuation of that conversation, and now we have Philly Fight World. And it's an honor. It's an honor to do it. It's an honor to be with you guys today, with our fans that's looking in. And Shah, you want to introduce yourself? Let everybody know who you are.
My name's Shaheed. I've been a fan of the Grandy twins since they was like knee high. Of course, we relatives also. My sister, Michelle. So I've been knowing Danny for like his dad for like at least what 30 years, 30 plus.
Lifetime.
Yeah. Found out we was cousins. Like he's like, you know, you're my cousin. I was like, I ain't know that. Okay, cool. I found out how. I was like, oh, great. But yeah, I've been managing fighters for like about since let me say 2005. I had some pretty good guys coming up, and did pretty well. With I had one prospect was Christopher Booker. He was pretty good. I took him as far as we can take. We got another kid named Laquan Evans, which he's still actually trying to come back. So hope we get him back. He's 6-2. He's pretty good. He got a good record. So other than that, I've just been a fan of boxing my whole life. My father introduced me to boxing. The barbershop, which I'm known to, show you the barber. I just been in love with it forever, ever since my dad watching Sugar Ray Leonard, Hagler. I'm a fan of the old fights, new school, the twins. Oh man, goes on, man. I feel like it's the best thing out here. I really feel like they are.
And that's how I'm gonna tell you, Danny and the twins. When I first around the time I first met Shah, and we was talking about fighters that he had, and Shah said, I remember we had the conversation. He was like, "Yeah, I got a fighter. We got a fight on ESPN coming up. He said, I'll be down. I'll be there." I'm returning on. I'm like, "Hey, he is there." So you in the corner with your fighter, and then we had a conversation about the twins. He was like, "Yeah, I know the Grandy twins. You ever hear of them?" And at the time, the name didn't ring a bell, of course. But when I finally got around, I said, let me Google this, because we had a second conversation about it. Right. He was like, "Yeah, we can get an interview with the Grandy twins." I said, let me Google them. And once I Googled the name, boom, their faces came on there, and I said, wow. I said, okay, I know who they are. And it's like, I think a lot of people,
right?
Everyone knows who these brothers are. And I think that, when you first get a name, the name don't ring a bell. But when you see their faces, it's like they've been in the public eye for so long, it's like, that's who they are. That's who they are. So that's how I got introduced to you guys, to you two brothers. And of course, that's how I got introduced you to Danny. And that's how we're here today. just
Yeah.
that conversation. That's conversation.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
you can introduce yourselves, right? Right off the bat.
Danny Steven.
Twins, y'all can go first.
Steven, I'm Daniel.
And I'm their dad. I'm Danny too as well.
There you go. There you
I know.
go. Papa Grandy, right there.
AKA
How,
Coach
how,
Grant.
can you tell, how can you tell them apart though? That's the thing. That's the question I have. That's
They two different people to me, man. They personalities different. When you spend every day of somebody's life with them, they don't.
right. You can tell. You can even tell by the way they walk or talk or.
They could be in the other room and I hear a word, I know who it is. Yeah,
They sound the same to me too.
everybody saying for the parent is just a little different. Like like I said, from day one, of raising them, their personalities are totally different. Literally night and day. Literally.
Wow. Yeah, I love they so humble, man. That's what I love about fighters that's humble, man. I don't arrogance is cool, it sells, and that's cool. But the humbleness of fighters, it turns me on more to boxing. Like
Right.
I don't like the cocky, arrogant guys too much. You got to show up in that ring. And ain't
That's
too
it.
many of them do that.
That's
You know,
all that matters.
that's all that matters.
I
Yeah,
don't care how arrogant you are, you still gotta get in there and punch.
exactly. That's what I'm
That ain't
saying.
gonna save you. Right? And that child, personally, with me with them, that's been a goal from day one to make sure they don't take on that energy. And then people
Right.
don't get it. People always like, but they
Always
quiet. My brother, they're not arrogant individuals.
right.
On top of still being able to live a regular childhood life, they're not into that. They interested in playing video games and riding their bike when we leave the gym. That's simple.
Well groomed, man.
Got it.
You're doing a great job, man. I really
Appreciate it.
commend you for that, man. Like I really do, man. You're doing a great
Because
job. Father figure. It ain't about just the boxing, just with the structure you have with them, what you bring to them. That's it's excellent, man.
only way, man. Only way to succeed in life is anything. Is structured.
Alhamdulillah, man.
Mhm.
Sure. And Dive for great training. That's my boy.
Yeah, he's doing good with him, man. He's
I
quiet
was
too.
funny. I was one of the reasons Fair walked in the gym.
Absolutely. I remember that.
And I remember Fair, the younger Fair, interested. Man, what about box? Come on in, bro. Because we was already in there. I was one of the first kids in shooting.
Right.
And to those who don't know, that's Dafair Smith, Philly's own. Salute Dafair. He was a good brother right there.
Hey, listen.
Yeah,
I'm going a little
good
deeper.
brother, man.
The reason Danny worked that jab like that is Fair. Fair was the one who taught it. That ain't even my doing. Fair taught him that jab.
Right.
Danny spent weeks with him in the gym. I was just taking him there. Fair was teaching him that jab. You remember that, little Danny?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's where that came from. Look, I give credit where credit due. That wasn't my doing.
Cool.
Gotcha. How was it in that first fight? The preparation and the actual fight itself. How was that? How was that experience? I'm sure you enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was good. Training, we trained like 6 times a week, so it was good. And then on rest days we did like yoga and stuff. So when we got out there, we was already acclimated to the weather and the temperature, so we ain't had nothing to worry about.
Cool.
The travel was awful. Let's talk about
How
that.
hot was it down there?
Man, you sweat just sitting still.
It was like 101, right?
You said what?
Like 92. It was 92 with a feel of 103.
Wow. It's like humid. Like real humid.
Yeah, so it wasn't like
sweat.
hot, like Texas hot, but it was hot.
Okay.
It was an experience, man. We had a 7-hour flight, and then we had a 5-hour bus ride when we got off the flight.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah, through the mountains. It was an experience.
Wow.
Hey, work the window.
August 24th, we'll be in Philadelphia at the Met, hosted by Gillian Wilder. The fight came about because Chris, who's one of the heads of RDR promotion, we coached at King Sesson together. Like we literally coached there for 2 years together. I helped him with his son when I could. I mean, he had a son that was a prospect. He's not boxing anymore, but he was a prospect at one point, and we like spent a lot of time around each other. We planned this. This was planned. So when we did a show at King Sussin that was like uh, amazing. We sold the crowd out. We had to close the doors because there was so many people there. They was fresh off of Steve Harvey. They was young. They was about 8.
Mm.
And from that day forward, man, him been playing in this show. Like I said, he's a friend of mine. I've been reached out by every promotion company in Philly that reached out to me, amongst everybody else. But I gave this man my word that the first show was going to be with him. So this is something that's been in the works for probably literally 7, 8 years.
Shout out to RDR. They'll be doing a lot of fights up in the city.
No, for sure. Him and Rice.
To the room too.
Rice.
Yeah, shout out to them brothers, man.
Good people, man. Good
Shout
people.
out to them brothers. They got the comedy shows that they got going on and the fight. So definitely shout out to them.
Yeah, the play was no matter what, after the first one, after getting this overseas thing out of the way, we was coming home. So, I mean, of course, we could have did Houston, we could have did here, we could have did there first, but it has to be Philly first. And leaving home is never easy, man. But conscious decision. We know what our city is. We love home.
Right.
But since I've been going from home, 4 of my homies buried their 15, 16-year-old sons. Literally, people that they grew up with, that spent time with us in the gym, that were close to us. So I don't regret the decision.
No brainer. No brainer.
No brainer, bro.
I remember you was telling me.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. You had this discussion.
Yeah, and I
gave you the exact age. I said by 13, we're out of here, and that's exactly when we left.
Yeah,
perfect. Got to make conscious decisions, man. Like I said, the hardest part for me was I got daughters at home, but I entrusted in my daughters' mothers. They all teenagers, and they've been doing great. Like we got a great line of communication, back and forth to visit. Just I couldn't see them growing up in West Philly at this age. Too dangerous. And it's too enclosed. We live in Katy, like I said. Now Katy is we're in the burbs, bro. I can leave my doors open. I can leave my garage open. Driveway. Well, it's just a peaceful living. Like no point to our city. I love my city, but if I had to do it again, I'd do it again. It's just a no-brainer.
Mm-hmm. No doubt.
I'm sure you're training now. You're in training. I'm sure you train every day, really. What are the things you like about training, or what things do you like about training? And I guess what don't you like about training?
I mean, for me, getting better at what I do wrong because everybody got flaws. So being able to perfect my flaws, that's what I like about training. And what I don't like about training, waking up early in the morning.
Yeah. Nobody likes
it. Dad got y'all up bright early, huh?
Yeah.
No, you only get up early on Saturday. You early.
That's the day you don't want to get up early.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's the day right there. They got school all week. They don't want to get up on Saturday morning.
we honestly only train 2-3 days right now because I'm giving their body a rest. We ain't gonna start again until right 2-3 weeks from now. So we ain't going super hard. Yeah. Again, coming through the amateurs, a lot of these coaches cut weight on these kids because I think, man, you had this conversation before. They was cutting 80 pounds and all that. And when you look at them now, the group of kids they came up with, they can't even stand next to the twins. Like they're not. Physical separation is immaculate. Like it's crazy. And they used to tell me, "Oh no, cut them down and fight every weekend." And I'm not. I knew for a fact I wasn't doing it to my kids. The 300 amateur fights and all that nonsense. That's a thing of the past, right? And what people don't realize is, even with Jerron Ennis, we're gonna use somebody that's on top right from our city. Boots only had 30, 40 amateur fights. Absolutely. You don't need 200 amateur fights no more. You don't need to keep cutting your kid down to 80 pounds for these national tournaments. They're not growing now. Now they 15, 16, and they still fighting at 106. And to me, that's insane. So I did it my way, and it worked out.
You know what happens? I did it my way. Yeah, exactly. When I seen that fight, it's like, wow, they just doing this to these grown men like this. It's crazy. So imagine they really start fighting. Oh man, it make it
At
look.
this point,
So,
man,
I guess you train hard. It makes the job easy.
especially when you grow up in something. When you grow up, you become a hobby to it. It's just like the Islam. With kids reading the Quran from their early ages, they become a hobby of the Quran. It's the same thing. You grow up, and it's second nature. We
Great.
mess with little Raymond Ford. No, we're gonna come on.
Okay, that's great. That's
Yeah,
great.
no, that's the camps. We try to go to camps with fighters around our weight. I mean, they done been in the ring with Shakur.
That's great, man.
Yeah, no, we want that experience.
Great.
Yeah, because I mean the average. Just being realistic. The average 2-0 pro, 3-0 pro, they can't keep up with them. So we have to step up to those elite camps, and it's no shot at them. It's different. Like these guys are grown and they've been partying and they do all kinds of stuff. It's
Totally
these
different, man.
yeah.
When you sleep and walk, it makes the job so easy. It makes it look easy.
The problem we have is a lot of times when they get in with these grown ups, like the average regular younger, let's fight guys. They don't want to get embarrassed. So when they start getting cracked, they start holding, wrestling, tackling. And I get it. Who want to get embarrassed by some damn teenagers? So I get it. So that's the problem we run into with that part. When we get to the elite fighters, that's always great sparring, and they can learn something in it.
Competitive there. That's what you want.
Yeah, you can learn. You got to find somebody that's a level above you, like to give you something, some hard push and a lesson. Like I said, Cora being one of my favorite dudes in this. Well, he live out here with us, and he definitely give him a schooling. Steph definitely give him a schooling. I mean, so you got to push in that direction. If you just getting sparring that you're beating up on, you can't grow.
Time I see y'all, it's something y'all like trying to help each other. Y'all motivating each other. It's great though. I'm really proud that y'all able to gel like that. Now the other twins, some other older guys, they just went left. Like what happened?
Hey man,
I guess you're looking like it'll be us.
honestly, my personal opinion about people before this for what we do, it was a different time, man. Like the reward wasn't what it is now, and the biggest part of this sport, as you know and I know, as we all know, is your handlers, man. When you got the wrong people in control of your career, coming from Philly, we seen talent go south that supposed to made it because of the handlers. Like, you got to have the right people in place. Got to have the right people in place. Then we seen the guys that people underestimate make it. The Angel Garcias, because he had the best interest of his kid in place the whole time. So I feel like it's all about the handlers and who's directing the fighter's career from start to finish. You got the wrong people in place, it's just going to be bad. There's no way around it.
But
you got to have somebody. I say it like this: boxing is the wrong sport to have people around you who don't care about you.
Yeah, we're gonna wrap it up right now, but definitely definitely let us know when you coming in, and we'll
I'll be
all
there
get together,
the
man.
end of this month. We be there. I'm gonna pull up.
okay.
Sound good. Twins, it was good talking to y'all, man.
Nice talking to you too.
Humble pies. Call y'all humble pies. Yeah, man.
Hey, definitely.
Good work.
We'll see y'all when y'all come here. We'll definitely get together. We'll bust it up, man. Like I said, I told your dad I want to follow y'all, man. Follow y'all with the camera, get y'all in action training. We do it, man. We all do it together, and we'll be there at that fight too. We plan on being there, support.
Thank you.
Definitely.
Yeah, not a problem at all, man. Well, y'all take care. It was good talking to y'all. We're gonna try to do this again, keep this thing rolling. Y'all our first guest too. Y'all our first exclusive guest on Philly Fight World. And I think it was meant to be, and I think we done it right this time too, man. So thank you for coming on, man.
You're welcome. Thank you for inviting us.
Yeah,
All right, man.
anytime. Y'all be safe.
You too.
All right then. Salam alaikum.
Alaikum salam.
Good job, Shah.
Yeah, man. I
We
try to
finally
keep
got
it simple, but you know, I try to keep it
no,
simple.
we finally got that one done, man. That was one. And I'm
Yeah,
telling you, that was one that was just like, you know how you got things to do and you gotta put them to the side,
right.
and you like, I know I gotta get back to that.
That's me.
That was it.
Yeah.
I think that's all of us, man.